I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Doomsday Aftermath. We are rejoining the party as they are headed to a party. It's a whole ass club that Harley Quinn has purchased with, as I said last time, money that she got from, somewhere. Don't ask questions. and and she has purposefully set herself up as the rival for all of the Roman Sionis, and the old Joker crowd. She is not trying to attract them in the sense of luring in all of the same like-minded people from before and doing the same stupid things as before. She is doing the anti-brainwashing kind of thing where she has set herself up as an alternative. I am kind of old, and especially when compared to you youngins, so you might not be as familiar with this, but there are two very distinct subgroupings of punk rock. There's more than that, of course, but the two that I want to talk about, um, there's a subgrouping of punk rock that appeals very heavily, metal and punk, to the racist skinhead pieces of shit that exist in this world. And there's another subsection of that same punk metal, scene that is completely anti-Nazi. And they look the same, they sound the same, and they attract the same impressionable, young people who get one message or the other from the crowd that they hang out with. And Harley Quinn, being a licensed though not any longer licensed. Of course, her license has been pulled, but she was a licensed psychologist. She understands the way that all of this stuff works, and therefore she is trying to get all of the people who can be convinced that, yeah, shit is fucked up. And maybe we do all need to stick together and start looking out for each other, but maybe we don't have to take baseball bats to people's businesses to do so. And that's her new motto and what her club is all about. Yeah. Yeah, basically she is a alternative cult figure. Yeah, yeah, and but when you have a city full of people that are just completely ready to explode on a daily basis and are willing to dress up like Mad Hatter, Alice in Wonderland characters, and clowns and penguin based, you know, like they're wearing suits that are half completely black, half completely white, just to like serve the next guy who comes along and tells them that he's going to give them a slightly better life than the one they have, and all they have to do is dress up like, weirdos and commit violent felonies up to and including murder. And then like also you may get your jaw broken and ziplined to a gargoyle by a dude dressed in a rubber bat suit, but just try not to think about that too much. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Those are the mind controlled ones. Nobody dresses up with the Mad Hatter. Nobody likes Jarvis Tetch. He's the nerd in the nerd kingdom that even the other villains don't necessarily want to work with. I mean, he even has to control Tweedledee and Tweedledum, which, by the way, I'm relatively sure that they hate those names and only allow him to call them that when they're under mind control and like, muscle him to death if they're ever not mind controlled and he calls them Tweedledee and Tweedledum. But yeah. Yeah, Kite Man has 4-day mooks. Yeah. Hey, Kite Man takes care of his mooks. And we don't call them mooks anymore. Apparently they are now recruits. And Kite Man loves each and every one of them. Trains them as if they were his own.
And my favorite version of the Plastic Man origin, he was one of Kite Man's mooks who got greedy during a Batman, like during them all getting their ass kicked by Batman, and fell into a fucking one of Gotham's many open to the air vats of chemicals.
That was just a mild detergent. That was my favorite meme. I loved that. I loved that. I was like, yes.
Just, Bad Data here accidentally stumbled upon an amazing Joker voice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No, it's not really.
It's the best. Cut off just a little bit of it for us.
Dude, you can't put me on the spot like that. I suppose if you want me to, then okay, what makes it worse is that I can only transition to it by saying an activator word to ready my throat. The word is the activator word is gamer. I can only enter this voice by saying gamer. Hello, Hazard.
I mean, that's what Heath Ledger had to do, and they just cut it out every time.
Oh,
That one's not bad.
Sorry if I'm late.
You're not actually late. You're 5 minutes early. We just started early. And yeah, that one's not bad. I always though prefer, and what I try to do, but obviously I'm not him, is Mark Hamill's Joker, because for me that's definitive. Of all the Jokers, Mark Hamill's Batman the Animated Series Joker, like, yep, that's Joker. Uh, and of course, Harley is kind of a blend of the two animated series, because I don't know if you guys have been watching the new Harley Quinn, but good lord, does Haley Kuko just like crack me up as Harley Quinn.
It's very fun.
Oh, it's so good. And the writing is so subversive. I don't even care about, like, there's some anti, like, SJW types out there who are like trying to be like, "Oh, how dare you make Harley Quinn into a lesbian?" It's like, Harley Quinn has always been just a complete wild card in every aspect of everything, and the hint at the romance with Poison Ivy has been there for like so long. Like
Creation.
yeah, like I don't even like care if there is some kind of alternative, like, message in there. The writing is just so good that, like, it's too good to be denied. And I don't think it's necessarily even like an intentional message. I think they're just really pushing the boundaries of where the character can go, and that's what we do every session here. Every session we take a character and we try to figure out, like, okay, what would this character be doing in a universe where the Justice League is not out there busting skulls anymore. They're not out there stopping all of this. So what is going on? What are they up to?
It's far and away my favorite version of Bane.
Yes. And Clayface.
Oh, Clayface is great. That's just normal Clayface outside of like when they try to use him for horror.
Yeah. But still, the the voice and everything, just but absolutely, Bane as someone who just wants to like fit in and is constantly being seen as just the muscle, even though he has so much more to offer, and so they push him to the side, and all of that. Like, that is by far my favorite Bane. Yes.
Also, who was fucking Maximilian Zeus as a fucking motivational speaker?
Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of that character. That episode was still good, so
Zeus is one of the worst. He's just like
Yeah.
he's terrible. He
yeah.
had that. There was a decent movie with him, like one of the animated ones, but it's only
Really?
because it's fun. Yeah, that's okay because it's
I
very
haven't-
funny.
I haven't seen an animated movie with him, and I've seen a lot of them, but I guess
Yeah. He was the main guy. He like fucking tried to force himself to become the mayor of Gotham from a fucking airship.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, okay. I
He
am a
became-
god of Olympus, but also, I want to be mayor, and I get that he's not really a god, but like,
Yeah, he wants to be the god mayor of Gotham, and then Batman sneaks into his fucking ship and beats the shit out of him. Just really thrashes his ass in a satisfying way.
yeah.
All right. So
Oh, and just to, like, get back on track here and everything. So when you guys enter the parking lot area, you see just like a ton of 2005, Chevy Cavaliers and Tauruses and just, cheap, worn down cars. But then also, like, interspersed throughout there, you see, like, themed painted cars from past events. Yeah, Nissan Grand Prix, Pontiacs, just all of that. And so every so often you'll see a car that's like painted to look like a black and white striped car, and you'll see a
Fantasy
car.
ground doesn't seem to be opening for me.
Okay, well, you might want to reset the software and try to download the update. If there's an update that you haven't, downloaded,
I
you might.
did update it.
Okay. Well, then shut the software down and try to reopen it.
It shut down. That's the problem. It did shut down.
Okay, good. Then if it's shut down, go ahead and reboot it.
Yes, but it keeps shutting down. That's
If it happens again, let me know. Just restart it for now, and you might have to reboot your computer.
Yep, it happened again.
Okay. Reboot your computer. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. They've got all of the various themed ones. Not everybody here. The vast majority of these vehicles are, like I said, just run down Nissan Grand Prix and Pontiac, Grand Ams and all of that. But then some of them are just completely done up from all of these past associations and, let's face it, crimes, robberies and all of that these people have committed. And like, that's how bad Gotham has gotten, that you can like drive around in a car that like clearly identifies you as one of Two-Face's mooks, and you don't just get like pulled over. So, but again, with you guys having disappeared for that time period there, Gordon went back to drinking because you weren't going out on your breakfast dates with him. Like, not dates, I don't want to use the same word that we'd use like for the actual dates that you guys have been on, but your breakfast rendezvous. That actually sounds dirtier.
That sounds like the kind of meal you get after
It
you.
shut down again.
Did you
Even after I restarted it.
did you restart your computer?
Yes.
Okay. So if your computer has been reset, Fantasy Grounds has been updated, and it keeps shutting down, then there is some kind of issue with your software booting up Fantasy Grounds. And you're going to have to like look into that. I don't know like what to do about that other than what I just said, which was making sure everything's updated, making sure that everything is reset and all of that. And then if you're online and everything's coming through clearly, then clearly it's not an internet issue. I would suggest that you uninstall and reinstall it if it is giving you that much problem. Exactly. So that's
I was hoping someone could screen share.
well, we can do that for now. Absolutely. But there's nothing to screen share. It's just the Mutants and Masterminds background, and that's all it's going to be. We're doing theater of the mind for this because that's what we're doing. So because I said so, because I'm the DM. No, it just there doesn't need to be like a whole tokens and everything for this first scene and all of that. So if we do get to a point where we need to share the battle map, we'll certainly do that. But for now, you are capable of getting the full experience that everyone else is getting as of right now, so long as Great King Rat and Tremor stop typing everything they're thinking. But they're only doing that to not interrupt me. So, yeah, absolutely, Great King Rat. Some people do have like villain obsessions, and that's true in our real world. You know, people marry people like in on death row because like they're like,
Well,
ooh, serial killers. You know, like
that's a small subset, but in Gotham, there's like it's like the fucking it's all about the Mets, baby, the Mets, but they're talking about fucking Two Face.
yeah. Well, you know, old people who are near retirement are certain subsection of the American population, but it's a much larger subsection of the Florida population. Yeah, so Gotham just kind of attracts that type.
Imagine getting arrested for getting in a fist fight over who the best villain is.
Oh man, you think Gotham police got time to be busting up fistfights?
Depends very heavily on where they happen.
I guess. But when
I mean,
Gordon
yeah. What else are they doing? They're certainly not stopping all the crime.
well, when Gordon's on the sauce, he tends to get a little overzealous in his policing
He
and
gets batshit crazy.
yeah, and ba-dum-dum. And what ends up happening is the outside attorney generals and whatnot like step in and like start to sanction the Gotham Police Department, and so like basically he ends up with not enough money to pay his officers the overtime that they need to be working all the time, is like how that cycle goes. So like he gets punished, his budget gets cut, his officers get less time, less officers, more crime. And then yeah, so as you guys are walking in through the doors, two bouncers step out. One is a massive muscle bound guy with um, dark hair, and the other is a slim, light, almost childlike person. And I'm just looking right now to make sure that I'm describing them accurately. Ah, yes, that's what they're called. Oh, I guess they have blonde hair from what I'm looking at. Maybe not. Let me just put in images and just see if that gives me a better image here. Ah, so the one uh, has no hair. The big muscle bound guy has no hair. And the other slim, light, you know, uh, don't tell them. Has red hair, and they step into your way and they say, the light red-haired boy says, "Hey, you can come in, rat, but no heroes allowed."
Got a meeting.
You got rocks for ears too? And the big muscle-bound one steps forward, and he's like just as big as you, and like you guys are like doing that thing where like you eye each other up, you know?
I'm not even in the rock suit. I'm just regular
Well,
David.
someone's been eating their vegetables.
I think there's been a misunderstanding here. I'm just gonna give him money, like a little roll of bills.
How much are we talking here? And yeah, no, I know. It was just that like comic book thing where the pun has to happen, you know?
Yeah, that's
The fun,
fair.
the fun has to happen, no
Yeah.
matter what.
Yeah. So
Like a lot, not like not like fucking 6 digits, but probably fucking a couple grand, whatever
yeah,
went in his weird little pockets.
yeah. So you probably roll up a couple of different rolls that you just carry with you in ranges from like 1,000 to 10,000. Somewhere in that range that you have uh, these rolls that you can just hand to somebody if you need to. And you purposefully do that thing where it's like got $100 bill on the outside, but then it's all like 20s and all that rolled up inside, so that it's like thicker.
Yeah.
And you hand him this gangster roll of money, and he looks at you and he says, "Ha ha! Well, it looks like I'm taking the night off. You can deal with these jackasses yourself." And he just lets you right through.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Jack Aces.
Oh,
And the big muscle-bound guy, though, Tremor, as you attempt to like walk through, like you've got some pretty broad shoulders, and he's like super broad-shouldered, and so like he makes it to where like you guys have to like push through him.
I at this point I kind of feel like just going like, Scylla, just put that dude on the roof.
on the roof. Get him. Put him
Wait,
up
wait.
there.
How tall is this building? Actually, I need to clarify.
Well, Harley Quinn, uh, just to like further the themes and kind of as like a fuck you to her ex-boyfriend. This is Harley Quinn's House of Cards, and it's designed like a giant stack of cards that goes up like for a club like 5 stories, 7 stories. I mean, it's pretty big for a club.
7 stories based on. Just generally speaking, 1 story of a building is about 10 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, give or take. Yeah.
Okay, then Scylla can reach up there. So, what would I roll if I just wanted to pick this dude up and put him on the roof?
Well, if you try to touch this guy, then what happens is
Well, Scylla's going to use their extended arms, which are invisible.
oh, okay. Then as soon as you grab a hold of this guy, the first thing you realize is that this is not a 300, this is not a 500 pound. This man weighs an impossible amount. And as strong as you are, he then also starts to resist. And as
Hey.
you may know, uh, it's hard enough to lift something heavy, but if it's actively resisting, then like it can be darn near impossible, even if it's a weight that like you would normally be capable of lifting, but now that it's resisting, it's just become like way too difficult.
Huh.
And so what happens is it buys him just a moment, just a moment, which is all that he needs, because as you look over, you see a dark-haired woman with a card themed dress. She's wearing like this sequined dress, but all of the sequins are like in the shape of like uh one of the playing cards, and so like her whole dress is just like shiny playing cards that are semi transparent, and it's very like erotic and attractive, but also like a little goofy. Like
Yay.
I imagine there's a lot of neon colors, like a lot of neon.
no, it's playing cards, so it's black, red, the colors of the faces of the.
I understand. I meant neon, like the sort of neon lights.
Oh, all around the club, there's tons of lights and LED lights under all the tables, and it's a club. So as this woman enters with the light just bouncing off of her sequin dress, uh, she says, "Ace, let them through. They got a meeting with the boss." And he just grunts, and like with one final shoulder, of David, he lets you guys through. And she says, "Well, what do we have here? A couple of wannabe heroes and their pet project." As she looks down at Great King Rat.
Wannabe seems kind of fucked up. We did stop that whole Trigon thing.
And Deed Knight sort of stands up and says, "I'll have you know, I am a member of a royal guard."
That sounded impressive. That's a step down from the thing I said. Steve Knight.
Yeah, and she says, "And I'm a member of the royal gang."
Oh yeah, the Royal Flush Gang. I thought you guys all. I thought you died when that playing card factory exploded.
Oh, honey, we're so much more resilient than we look. And all you see at that moment is Jack just like running around the club like making it rain.
Oh, he was supposed to share it, I suppose, but Jesus. Oh, these guys.
I would like to note the discordant fluttering waves of cash are very discreetly collecting into neat piles on the ground, stacks actually, or tables, wherever they should fall. Scylla is looking intently at him wherever he goes.
Oh yes, OCD.
Just to give everyone an under the hood thing as to how that works, Scylla actually has the speedster advantage and mostly uses it to tidy any room she's in incredibly quickly with her like 60-foot long invisible arms.
Yeah, so as the money is like stacked up and everything, like people start to get a little crazy, and the queen uh, of diamonds, is that her name? Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Hearts. No, it's not the Queen of
No.
Hearts, is it?
It's gotta be. That's like classic Queen of Hearts.
I don't know. I don't think it's the Queen of Hearts though for some reason. I think she's
The Queen of Hearts is a Mad Hatter
yeah.
person.
Yeah, she's like the Queen of Diamonds or something. But anyway,
I call it the Queen of Spades.
is she the Queen of Spades? That works for me.
It depends on the iteration because there's like the original was clubs, then spades, then uh the current version that has 52 different cells in different cities have all the different suits.
Yeah, and numbers apparently. Yeah. So yeah, okay. Well, in that case,
They're whoever.
yeah, she's gonna be the Queen of Clubs because but dump. So the Queen of Clubs takes you and says, "Yeah, we better get back by the boss before things get out of hand out here. This can be a pretty rowdy crowd most nights."
Oh,
Yeah.
trust me, I've witnessed my fair share of crowds back at Atlantis.
Not like this, you haven't.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys brought a kid with you. Uh, so yeah, try to keep Hunter from looking around because not only are some of these people not dressed exactly appropriately, well, I mean, it. Who are we to body shame them? I mean, that this is a very uh, open-minded club that takes on people of all walks of life from criminals to suburban house moms who had a bit of a wild side and if they didn't get out to this club they might have ended up getting involved in one of Poison Ivy's feminist plots to blow up some place or something.
Poison Ivy is not a villain anymore. Isn't
No,
she
no,
killing the Vulgars?
yeah, I just meant like as a general example of
Yeah.
like if they weren't given this outlet to like throw on some I believe they call it club wear, but uh overtly sexual clothing and go dance
Yeah,
and
they they probably they'd probably be sort of like very or I don't know, something along the lines of being upset.
well they're repressed in their homes and everything, so they need to burn off some of that you know steam before it all builds up and they blow up and they end up committing crimes because that's what happens here in Gotham is even when you're out on the outskirts in the suburbs and not in the heart of downtown city Gotham where it's all alleyways and costume vigilantes beating up muggers and everything on your way home to where like the violence and the rage just kind of builds until you get to the point where like you got to go blow something up too. That's how half of the city is involved in crime and a tenth of them are like vigilantes. It's just it is what it is. Yeah, probably. It's like old Native American burial ground stuff or something. Like there's definitely some kind of like curse. I mean, it's no
It's a
coincidence.
social sort of like a sort of malaise or something.
Yeah,
Not
there.
even, in the, not even in the worst cities on earth are half of the population involved in active crime at all points.
Yeah, but this is Gotham, and Batman's got a weekly series to put out, so yeah, he's gotta have a lot of criminals. Plus, like the sheer number of like mooks that some of these guys have, like how big is Gotham's population? I mean, even if it's like a New York-sized population, which that's Metropolis, not Gotham, but even if it was like a New York-sized population, like, we got to be talking a significant percentage of them is just mooks. Not to mention your random muggers and everything that he like beats up and ties up at the beginning of every episode. And those guys aren't even like the Penguins guys or Two Faces guys or anything like that. Those are just random guys who are like, hey, even though there's like a super huge percentage of organized crime in this city, do you guys just want to get together and randomly mug people? And they're like, yeah, let's do that. And so yeah, you want to go find the food. There's a whole food court here with every like kind of thing that you could imagine. And in fact, you like obviously are not the best bookkeeping CEO in the world. And so a whole bunch of your carts are represented here. In fact, they're not even like carts anymore. They've like built whole like little booths and stands and everything because they're like a permanent part of this because this place sees so much business.
Look, they pay their fucking cut and then do what they do. As long as they're not fucking breaking the law, Wayne does not care.
Oh yeah, no, they're here just like making money for the business, like what they do.
Right? Yeah, no, it's not. The pub fries are more of a thing to keep Hunter distracted from all the active debauchery while Wayne fucking speed fives him out of this room.
Yeah. The food court tends to be slightly more hygienic than the dance floor. Unfortunately, the dance floor is like the first floor, and then like there's a private dance floor on like the fifth floor, like whatever the like second tier down is, and then the top two floors are like the private penthouse areas and all of that. So there's like a whole bunch of food. This is basically like a mini mall almost. There's like a food court, there's a hot topic, there's all kinds of things like on the third and fourth floors, the second, third, and fourth floors. But the first floor is all just dance floor. And like people just come in and like yeah, it's a bit sweaty and not as fully clothed as what you would expect. Or maybe it's exactly as clothed as you would expect for Harley Quinn's club. I don't know.
That is why the child that Wayne knows he can move is being moved at speed.
Yeah. And so as you guys make your way past, everyone from you know barely past teenage girls who are just looking to have a good time to big old muscular firefighting bears who have finally found a club where they can be themselves. You eventually get to the escalators that are all in the shape of like cards. Like all of the stairs like form cards, and so you just see a bunch of cards going past you as they go up and down to the various floors. What are you looking to be aware of there, Tremor? Because there are many, many things going on in this club. So, like, is there something?
Now, That was for me. I DM'd him to do that. I stepped away. Wayne's just glancing around for a second to see if he recognizes a single person. Specifically, Baby Doll. That fucking creature. Remember her?
Are you talking?
The woman who didn't physically age.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She was Puppet Masters.
No, she was her own thing.
She was her own thing. Oh, right. She was like her own little boss who she was a little girl, but she had a bunch of mooks, and so she was like able to like get away with a bunch of stuff because she was just an innocent little girl.
Yeah, I think the fucking animated show did it really well with her trying to kidnap everybody who's a part of her old fucking TV show.
Yeah. Okay, I think I have her now. Yeah, absolutely. She can be here.
That's just a mental note thing. It's like, yeah, shocked that she survived the troubles. Honestly,
Well, she always has a uh number of large muscular men willing to like help her out because she manipulates and plays that little girl thing up so well.
terrifying. All right, to the back offices. Enough of this. It'd be very fun if there wasn't a fucking 5-year-old here.
Yeah, so Miss Mr. Rat, why is that man wearing cowboy pants with no underwear?
It's a look.
But his butt's hanging out.
I mean, it's just the style of the times, I suppose.
I just wanted to put you on the spot for a second for how you would explain it to him.
Fuck it. Some grown-up people like to do this kind of thing, and we don't fault them for it as long as they do it in places like this where there shouldn't be a child. Where are we going? Point at it now. I will pick you up too.
And so she finally, gets you to the elevators, and you go up and up and up, and you hit the sixth floor, which is her private VIP dance club. And here you see an old familiar face, and he just walks up and picks Great King. Well, he might not be able to pick you up because you definitely smell him and see him coming first, but he goes to pick you up wearing a huge fur coat and a fedora with a giant silvery and gold peacock feather sticking out of it, walking around in heeled boots despite being like 7 feet tall naturally. A creature like man smelling of dry reptile skin that you instantly recognize as Gator attempts to pick you up and hug you.
Gotta protect your kid.
I'm sorry, you broke up?
I said, Grandma, take your kid.
Yeah. And so he just scoops you up and like he's like crushing your ribs, but not like too hard, but definitely a very powerful. And he says, "Oh, you guys! It's been forever! I thought you were killed during that Trigon shit!"
I don't think so. These two would know better, but it was resolved. We handled it.
And he like starts to show you around. He's like, you remember, everyone, Wayne, we used to run with some of these guys, and like sure as shit, the VIP section of her lounge is just filled with like all of the criminals that have ever like teamed up with Joker as like his mooks, even though they're like villains in their own right. Like she's like winning them all over one by one, and like a lot of them are here. A lot,
Well,
a lot
I
of the ones,
imagine.
a lot of the ones that like you guys have like been looking for. Such as Clayface.
Dan, aren't you on the clock today?
Oh, my, I didn't expect to see you here. Just doing some undercover work, and with that he like shifts into a total like zoot suit, like, you know, kind of look, and, acts like he's, trying to infiltrate to make sure Harley Quinn's up to good instead of no good.
I mean, we all gotta eat lunch, I get you. We all gotta have our fucking 5 p.m. lunch.
Yeah, well, that's right. Just here for lunch and then heading out.
Absolutely. Wayne's just giving him shit. He doesn't care.
Yeah, I know, but like he's also been a little MIA ever since you guys got back from the Viv dimension.
You seen Kill Him Off? You know where he went?
Oh, yeah. Uh, he's definitely not over in the corner there, that's for sure.
Why would you say it like that? I asked you a genuine question and you said it the opposite way, like I'd be upset to see you.
Oh, you know me, always over emphasizing and adding eloquence and flower to speech.
Yeah. Yeah, alright, this all tracks. I'm just gonna, we are. I'm gonna level with you completely here, like 100% truthful. I don't care that you're at a club on a work day, but also, anytime that I only patrol people, the humans, I'm worried. Like person to person with powers to person with powers, I am worried when it is just the fucking people. You know what? Just come in on fucking Friday. I, I'm gonna, I don't have time for this. I'm here to give it. I'm here to give it a kid therapy.
Indubitably, yes, I agree. Definitely don't look in that corner as you head straight to those doors and up the elevator.
Immediately looking in the corner. Nobody can tell me what to do.
Looking in the corner, you see Killer Moth, and he's uh, dancing with one of the uh, Two-Face women.
Good for him. Uh, You catch him on the way out, tell him to show up for fucking work and wants to keep that 401k of his.
Ha! Yes, if I run into him, since he's definitely not here, I will
I
tell
see
him
him.
so.
I have my glass. I see him. I can smell him now that I know he's here. Like it's like you pick him up in the room.
Right. Now you've been able to like
Yeah.
suss out his smell from the rest. Yes.
I'm not like mad or nothing. I just Justice League and no, we still got work to do in this city. So you catch him or anybody else who wants full-time employment doing something decent, just fucking send them our way.
Ha! Will do. Yes, thank you.
Please relax. You're gonna turn into fucking limestone.
Yeah, he's like quivering. He's like so scared about like, getting
Hey,
busted.
no, let's take a step. Like, you're not doing anything illegal. You're not doing anything wrong. You played hooky on a day of. You were patrolling the fucking theater district. It's not like it's going to be on fire when you get back. Knock on wood.
Over your Justice League scanners right at that moment. Breaking news, large fire started in Gotham's theater district.
Should I head over there?
Couldn't hurt if it turns out to be Firebug. Give me a call.
Understood. And Deep Night, deciding to take the quickest path, opens up a
Out the
window.
window. Out the window. Yes.
He's going out the window, but not crashing it. So he's like being respectfully going out the window.
Nice.
You're just one foot after the other, climbing and then tumbling and then fucking catching yourself with your blue ring.
Yep.
I'm just gonna kind of give a wave of the hand and go like, Scylla, go with them.
All right. So, I think what I'd like to do is a quick scene where we get Deep Night set up, and then we'll jump back to the therapy, and depending on where things go from there, we'll wrap up.
All right.
Depending, we'll have to see, like, because my understanding is you have to get going a little early.
A little. Like, it's not the end of the world if I'm running behind. I already told him what's up, but
Yeah. So okay. So Deep Night, as you use your water powers to catch yourself before you hit the ground.
And a mix of the blue ring as well.
Oh, I forgot. Yes, you have the blue ring on now. So as you use your blue ring to fly off into the night, the early evening. It's not like you brought them here at like 11, but anyway, as you fly off into the early evening with the sun setting slowly, over the Gotham skyline, you can smell and see the fire and smoke from the theater district from your elevated position as you fly over. You can see and hear the sirens and fire trucks heading to put out all of the fires. But you can also tell that like this is not like your hero instincts kick in, and like this is not just like some fire like the Chicago fires where like a fire started and now it's spread. Like someone is like starting fires, and it appears to be like specifically at certain locations. Like they're trying to uh, distract or get in, or like you're not sure exactly why these locations are being chosen, but like this is not just the spread of a normal fire. This is somebody like specifically starting fires in the theater district. There's got to be a purpose to it. And so I am going to roll for you for your perception now.
Time for the DM to fudge me up.
Yeah,
Because
sorry. You know I hate doing this, but like with your fantasy grounds not cooperating, there's nothing I can do. So
yeah,
yeah, there it is. Yeah, you called it. I mean, it's not bad. It's an 8 plus 3 for an 11, but like
Yeah. That reminds me, Scylla needs to be given a dice color.
yeah.
Blue.
And so you don't see him before he sees you, and suddenly you are blasted in the back by a ton of fire, and you roll your toughness.
I know I have good toughness.
Now that you have the ring, yeah. Oh, I suppose I should add that to you right away. Oh, you're not going to believe it.
A 1?
A 1.
Mother fudger!
I know. Now, what have we said again and again and again? Never let the DM roll for you.
If you give me
I'm
control,
sorry,
start
I
taking
can't
over the
even
roles.
access it right now.
I know. What was that, Bad Data?
I could take over the roles if you gave me access.
Okay, I will do so.
I sent my minion there, so technically I have presence anyway.
Yeah. No, I will give you the controls, because I can't keep doing this to Hazard. I like him too much. There you go.
There we go. I now have the deep night. Okay.
All right.
Free to
So,
proceed.
as you turn around to see what's going on, you see a man in armored suit flying towards you, completely on fire, and just blasting you. But that's not the only one. Suddenly, you're blasted from behind by a woman with green fire covering her body, and she oh wait, not her. I'm describing the wrong one. Where's there. She actually just has regular fire, not green fire, and she looks kind of like Jean Grey. Like, she's not Jean Grey from the Marvel universe, but this definitely looks like Jean Grey. So, red hair, buxom, scantily clad. Yeah.
And Geek Knight, after being burned by two of these characters, says, "Alright, how about you two stop this pyromancy before I wash you both out?"
Go ahead and try, hero. You're going to be all dried up in a second.
Geek Knight sort of cracks his neck a bit and says, "Alright, your watery funeral."
And so, with that, we have to pause for your scene, because your scene is going to actually become a battle with it's obviously Firefly, and the other one, she's called Flame Sun Girl, and yeah, she's pretty powerful. So in order to properly do this battle, I'm gonna have to stat these guys up, and it's going to be an actually challenging battle, especially since you do have Scylla here with you. But now we're gonna jump back over to the therapy session, and like that's what your allies are going to be doing is having therapy, so they're not going to be available for this fight. So if you start getting beat down, you're not going to be able to call them and all of that. So yeah, we're definitely going to have a lot of fun next session doing this battle. But for now, we're going to jump back over to the therapy session and just see, you know, how this goes.
I just wish the thing with Fantasy Ground worked.
Yeah. Well, that's another reason why it works out best to wait until next session to do this, because it to give you time to get this figured out. So don't worry. Like we said, you gotta uninstall and reinstall Fantasy Grounds, and it should work. So anyway, uh, as you guys are taking the elevator up to the seventh floor, you see the entire decor change. The seventh floor is only windows. There's no card theme to the penthouse floor. It's just a completely one-way glass to where you can look out at the city, but all anyone sees is a mirror, so all they see is the cards, being mirrored in the mirrors, but you guys just see out into the city, and it's actually like an amazing view. And two snarling hyenas come charging at you before Harley says, "Hey, sit!" And suddenly they turn around and sit, and she pulls out a huge pair of turkey legs from some cooler that she's got on the side, and she just tosses each of them one of the turkey legs, and they grab them and run over. I mean, at least you think they're turkey legs. They're pretty huge. And each of them goes and runs over and sits down and starts chewing on their leg and doing all of that. And she says, "Well, looks like you guys kept your appointment. So, good on you. Now, what's the problem?"
My boy Hunter here has been raised by Lex Luthor to be a weapon.
Oh, why the hell would you let him go and do that for?
I did.
I thought you were supposed to be some big shot hero
What?
now.
Look, there's always so much going on, Harley. There's always so much. As soon as this starts, I'm leaving because I have more work to do. I gotta talk to the lanterns. I gotta fucking. There's that copy Robin. There's fucking Bane. There's the. It's never
Bane?
done.
What are you worried about Bane for? I'd seen that guy just a couple months ago. He was doing fine.
He's a Red Lantern now. His blood is boiling. It's look, the work is never over, and Hunter deserves help that I can't give him.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Aren't you a therapist?
Well, yeah. I mean, I ain't licensed.
Anymore, or
Anymore. Yeah.
that's good enough.
Yeah, it's not like it changes. It's not like the brain is different now.
I think in this specific instance, that's actually not the case.
Well, hell. Hey there, little guy. Are you doing okay? I got this. You guys get out of here.
I mean, no, we're not. We can't leave him alone with you because he is.
Look, if you want my help, I need to talk to him, and he ain't talking in front of you guys. So you either leave him with me, or you go find yourself another psychologist.
Oh.
Psychiatrist. Am I coming through?
Now you are.
You
Yes,
are
sir.
now.
Okay. I've been saying so much in the past hour and a half.
Oh my God.
Nothing has come through.
Nothing.
You gotta just fucking hit me up when you're talking and not getting responses, man.
Anyway, I got a booth downstairs. We can just wait at if you guys want.
Yeah, go enjoy the dance club. Then go dance with whoever you want.
I made the table myself.
Holly, aside for a second, this is Superman and Wonder Woman's kid.
What?
I told you that on the phone.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why I agreed to do this.
There's a non-zero chance that literally the second that all three of us walk out of that door, someone comes in through the roof and steals him. I would put money on it. I would bet $100,000 that happens as soon as all three of us are out of the room.
Oh, no worries. I got top-notch security.
I mean, immense worries all the time. I'm never not very worried.
No, you don't understand. Listen, Rat Boy, you're not the only one who came into some money. I hired the best money can buy. Wink, wink.
Why? Why would you wink out loud at me? Why not just? It's not like I don't know who it is, or not like I wouldn't know who it is.
Well, that's why I was making it obvious for, since you don't seem to be getting it through.
Who is it?
It's Deathstroke.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah.
Yeah, you can smell him. He's
Oh.
he's hiding in the room with a sniper gun, waiting to kill anyone who steps through that door that she doesn't say it's okay.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's certainly the best money can buy. Jesus, yeah. Out. Everybody out.
Yeah. We will go.
Yeah. So, like Tremor said, David said, you guys can just go hang out at his booth, so that you're here on site, or you can probably respond to the distress signals from uh, Deep Night and Scylla, maybe. It's your call. Or you can split the party. And if any of you are talking, none of you are coming through.
Uh, has the distress signal come through yet?
Oh, yeah, probably by now, considering how fast a Blue Lantern can travel and how quickly they would realize they're in over their heads with Sun Girl. She is immensely powerful.
Can't wait to sling dice against her.
Somebody should. Security or no, somebody should stay here. I mean,
I could do it. It's not like my rifle is prepped for whatever's going on out there.
if you want, I could do it. I wouldn't mind having a conversation with some of the folks who seem to have gone AWOL. But then again, I don't know if I can sit still knowing something like that is happening.
Yeah, I can stay because I got the booth right down there.
Yeah, but you're the strongest. You're not even arguably the strongest member of the league. If something is happening, you should go.
All right.
I like the idea of going all Goku on them though, and you know, um, Tremor just stays behind and waits until everybody is down.
I mean, if it was a real emergency, Dick Knight would use that fucking thing I gave him.
Oh, to teleport? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So up until I get fucking teleport called one way or the other, there's always going to be so much small crime. I should try to get some of these fucking yahoos back to work.
That's a fair point. So, who is going and who is staying?
A question most important, like which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah.
Viv, you should, you got a fucking child creature to supervise, don't you? Actually, she's not here for this. So what the hell is Scylla? Viv's died. Viv's dead.
Oh my God,
I'm
death! I am
sorry.
surrounded by it.
I'm sorry. My thing needs anyway. So first off, to answer the first question you asked, well, warden to a creature like that, it's very loose. I wouldn't call it supervision in the way you'd understand it. She's actually harder to kill than me. And
I,
to it, what?
I meant more having to contextualize some of the things that you will see loose in Gotham.
Oh, I can do that later. She's very mentally stable, and I can just expand on any question she has later. Really, I could leave her to her own devices for a few years, and nothing bad would happen, probably. An afternoon won't bother anything.
An afternoon of being blasted by supervillains with fire powers. It'll do her good. It's character building.
Yeah, anyway, so what was I going to say? Furthermore, you asked what she is.
Yes.
Oh, okay. How should I say? The most basic examination is that she has a 2-level difference. One is that she is a superior high-grade android, meaning her body was put together differently than mine. You could say that whereas I'm a clone merely suffused with nanites, her body is called a nanite pure form biostructure imitator. In essence, she is a cluster of, well, essentially micrometer wide little synthetic cellular shells that are all filled completely with nanites, being nearly
She's a
pure
fucking,
form.
she's a fucking T-1000.
Yes.
Slightly different. In essence, the main part is that she actually mimics cellular biology without being alive in any capacity.
So
Things
she's
like
a T-1000.
Yes.
And
You
you're the
need to
T-800.
and you need to stop bothering me. Don't you have important things to be going? You obviously can't sit still for a lecture.
Look, you're describing a liquid metal creature and not using the T-1000 as a metaphor. I kind of,
Because it's not liquid metal, you moron.
well, it's look, if it's a bunch of robots that are all micrometer wide, then the texture that they mimic, if you were to stick your hand in a jar of them, would be liquid metal.
It.
Yep.
Well, it's fine. I tried to explain the peculiarities to you, but it doesn't seem to matter. You should run along.
And also, I didn't mean physically. I meant like godling.
Oh, yes. In essence, she has incredibly, incredibly dilute cosmic power. Of the weakest and least important kind. Once she's lived 100 material years, she'll go through a review process for a potential promotion to demigodling, which is a penultimate promotion to full godling. Although, once she gets her first promotion, she won't need my wardenship anymore. She'll be considered a high-end superior android. It'll be fun to see her, quote-unquote, graduate.
I some weird shit happens in the place I've bound my immortal soul to. I'm sure one day I will understand all of this perfectly, but that day is not today.
No. Anyway, so places to be, or so I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wayne, you go bounce around the VIP floor. Is anybody sticking around with Wayne?
I'll be in my booth.
I'll still be here. I said I wasn't leaving.
Okay. So Viv, you're in the VIP room when um uh hold on. I gotta get a good one. Give me a moment to think. Ah, yes. Um the as you're as you're just kind of hanging out trying to, you know, um I don't know, keep an eye on things, like, whatever it is you're doing. Um a man comes up to you and he's wearing a blue suit with red uh like attachments all over, and he says, "Hey, baby, I've been looking for someone like you."
I have to raise an eyebrow at that and go, I see. And what exactly are you looking for?
I wanted to show you this. And suddenly, uh, a giant codpiece gun is sticking in your face.
My fucking god, phrasing.
There's the picture. No joke.
Oh. Holy
Oh,
shit.
oh God, it's him.
It's him.
Anyway, who the fuck is this guy?
He is called Codpiece.
Shit. Uh, anyway, so I'm gonna fucking blink and just go like, well, alright.
Do you like it?
No. It's fucking awful. I've seen a lot of weapons in my time, and that is single-handedly makes like the bottom 5.
Oh man, just such a brutal, epic burn. Like, cuts him down, and you see the whole codpiece like sadly like drop back into position, like, and he just like turns and walks away.
Yeah, Viv was just gonna like fucking be like, ah, fucking ephemerals in their parts. Can I get an alcohol over here?
And all of a sudden, one of the card themed um, robots that work for the Royal Flush game in some iterations, but like all the low numbered ones, like they're just like robots and stuff, like comes around and it just has a tray full of various wildly colored drinks, and it's just like stopping, here and there and like spinning around, and it's not moving so fast that you can't grab a drink, but it doesn't like stay still for too long either. It's just it moves
I
around.
imagine one of the drinks is called the Harley Shake.
Fucking goddamn it.
Sure. There's all kinds of drinks, but this is Harley Quinn's club we're talking about, so there's a whole lot of sex on the beach and blowjobs, but
I see.
it's Harley Quinn. What do you want? She didn't go crazy for nothing.
I don't know, a Cuba Libre?
I don't know what that is.
It's a rum and coke.
What? Why would not just say fucking rum and coke?
Because I don't know. Because...
And no, there's definitely not a rum and coke. There's a coconut rum with pineapple juice and an orange around the glass, and there's like other rum drinks, but yeah, no rum and coke. What kind of cheap ass club you think I'm running here?
There is a coconut rum and RC cola.
I was just going to say I'm very, very patriotic about Cuba's liberation. Anyway. Sorry, I can't handle my own joke. Anyway, yeah, I'll take a fruity tooty Rudy tooty off of this thing and continue about my business.
All right.
I'm not doing anything.
You grab the craziest looking drink. It has one of the crazy straws that is just filled with cherries and oranges and pineapple like slices and all that. Like it's got all kinds of fruit just all up and down this crazy straw, and the liquid comes in like 7 different stages of colors so that it's like a rainbow.
Ah, like the Pousse Cafe.
I have no fucking idea what that is either.
God damn it, Eddie.
You're just making these up.
Yeah, right?
No,
That's
I'm
a made-up word.
No, I'm not.
And also, like, I have drinking in my life. You haven't, and I still don't know these drinks. So, like, what the hell? But anyway, back at the battle, just to give some more context to what's actually happening. Deep Knight, you are attempting to use your blue ring power to contain and confine these people, but they are using their fire-based powers to create situations where civilians are in extreme danger by melting the very asphalt underneath moving vehicles and blowing up nearby parked vehicles and things like that. You're having to spend a lot of time and energy rescuing civilians, which is preventing you from...
If anything, Deep Knight sort of notices a pattern and decides to dampen up the works.
You take one of the fire extinguishers and using your water-based powers, water begins to spray everywhere as the water pipes, the fire hydrant caps burst off, and the water, instead of just like spraying everywhere continuously, you focus it so that it goes directly towards the 3 largest threats, or the 1 largest threat, all 3 streams of it. Either way, you manage to...
It's very sudsy.
Yeah. And you manage to put out some of the worst of the fires, not only saving a bunch of civilians, but citizens, but you also manage to make an opening to where Scylla, instead of having to help gather up all the civilians and help you with everything, is able to attack either Firefly or Sun Girl. Which one do you attack?
It's better to burn the chaff, so I think I'm gonna go for Firefly.
As you focus on getting Firefly, you manage to grab a hold of him and ground him, but he burns off several of your invisible appendage, and using his gun, he shoots you right in the face, melting down your nanites and causing you to temporarily have to reform. It buys him just enough time that he is free, and now you guys are squared off. But as you guys are squared off, Sun Girl comes directly at Deep Night, and that is the scene that we are going to definitively leave this battle at. Is Scylla facing off with Firefly, who is grounded but free, and Sun Girl charging at Deep Night, who has just used his powers to put out one of the big fires, so now he has to turn and face her.
Well, Deep Knight is certainly not going to be sort of unprofessional about this, and is going to be facing her with using his Blue Lantern powers to conjure up some deep sea protection.
Okay, yeah. So that's where we leave you guys, and we cut back now to Wayne. Wayne, you make your way about the club, and now all of the old familiar smells are coming back to you. You can smell every, you know, D-list villain that has ever worked with the Joker that you recognize.
Alone again, surrounded by these people.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for all the new scars, I'd feel like it was, fucking 2005 again.
Wayne! It's me! It's me! Hey, I got an offer for you!
All right.
I, you're the king of street food, right? Well, I'm
Uh,
the condiment king! And if I team up with you, then you could cut me in on your business.
yeah, say nothing else. I'll give you a laboratory to work on new condiments, exciting new fucking flavors the world's never seen.
I've been working on this one. I combine mayo and uh fish sauce and put it on hot dogs.
Is it good?
It's terrible.
All right, work on something good.
That's what the point of experimentation is. Hoping for something good.
And so he just is going to be pitching this to you, and you said say no more, but he keeps pitching it.
Hey, I will cut you the check today if you just stop. I'm not in the best headspace for this right now, big guy.
You should probably partly explain why you're not in the mood.
I don't think
I'm not
that's
gonna,
yeah.
I'm not gonna explain why I'm not in the mood to fucking condiment king. I'm cutting this motherfucker a check.
Yeah, so he just keeps talking, and as he keeps talking, you just keep adding zeros until he like goes away.
Yeah, no, take it. Leave, please. I gotta.
All right, yeah, I'll see you first thing Monday morning. I'm gonna have all kinds of new condiments. I'll make up so many great condiments, man. You'll call me the condiment emperor.
We'll see about that. I got a question. This is probably the case. What day is it in universe?
Thursday, Friday.
If it's Friday, then the mayor of Gotham might be here. Because he's always been a fucking creep. Especially if it's the same guy I was thinking of before.
Right. Yeah.
If that's the case, it's time to burn some fucking points.
Well, before you can do that, suddenly someone is jumping off of the rafters at you.
Fucking Knives Out or
Yeah, it is someone that you recognize that you've never really gotten along with. It is Cat Man, and he is looking to fight because he considers you to be a hero traitor now.
I'm going to humiliate him in the most upsetting way. Catman's lunging at Wayne. Wayne greases up his landing spot. Magic. Grease all the way just straight into the fucking wall.
Yep. And so he lands, on his feet as you dodge, but then slides right into the wall and is embarrassed as hell.
You weren't a match for me back when I was a nobody. What the hell are you doing attacking me when I have 30 seconds to fucking relax?
Get him, guys! And all of a sudden, Ratcatcher comes out with a
You mean Ratcatcher 2?
I mean Ratcatcher 2 with a like man pole. You know what I'm talking about, like those dog catching poles. And like tries to like get it around your neck.
Gonna construct a live rat trap out of pink lantern energy around her. Like the box style rat trap.
Oh yeah. So she's just like stuck in there.
Yep. All right, who else? Come on, let's do it. Bring it on.
Yeah. And then finally, the last one to charge at you is a giant blue snowman who tries to freeze you with his blue snow powers.
I don't. Do I know you?
I know you! His name is literally Blue Snowman. He has blue snow powers, and he was a brilliant scientist who worked for Lex, and he has this blue snow, but I'm going with one day Wayne like frightened him. He wasn't expecting to see a giant rat all of a sudden come scurrying through, and he spilled this shit on him, and so like he's blamed you ever since.
I don't. Does he still smell like the fucking
shit!
guy?
It's a woman. Yeah. Yeah.
Does it still smell like a person, or is it
Yeah,
like all
yeah,
moved?
yeah. It's a person, but she has to wear this RoboCop-like armored suit, kind of like Mr. Freeze.
Weren't you a LexCorp scientist? Why are you? Why would you build this?
It's to hide my hideous disfigurement from you, you filthy rat. Snow power.
I
Psh, take that. You're cold now.
I'll give you one chance, one single chance. I will cut you a check. You can return to your research forever, or I can throw you out of the window of this six-story building.
Well, I mean, I I don't want that. But
Those,
cold
those are
power.
all right. Just gathering up all three of these fucking yahoos. What part of Gotham is this in?
This would be in the downtown area where like there's a cluster of banks and businesses and all of that, and then also like various supervillain themed clubs like kind of all around the outer skirts, and then just beyond that would be the industrial district.
Is there one that looks like it has pillows on it?
Pills?
Pillows!
Oh, pillows. uh no, Mike Lindell is only a supervillain in real life.
Is this the waterfront part of downtown, or is this like deep
Nope, nope.
downtown?
Yeah, this is deep downtown. You're not near the Iceberg Lounge or anything like that.
Well, and Gotham's an island. There's like several parts of it that are waterfront.
True, true, but not this one.
Uh, all right. Anybody else want? I'm not even gonna acknowledge this person. Anybody else want a fucking shot at me?
Nope, that was all three of the ones that we're looking to throw down.
All right, then. In the fucking pink lantern energy out the window.
Yep, and they're outside. And do you let them land like hard, or do you like just set them down?
Like drop from 20 feet.
Yeah. So they drop, but they're okay.
2 years ago, I would have killed all three of them.
And that is why you are a hero. And you turn and you see Wildcat.
All right, how the hell? How did they? Why? This is a villain bar. Why did you? How did they let you in? You've been a hero longer than I've been alive. I mean, not anymore, but
DM? You there?
he's pulling up the stat block for Wildcat so he can kick the shit out of me.
Sorry, I had to take my temperature. I'm like breaking out into a cold sweat here. Um, but no, Wildcat uh says no. Harley Quinn pays me to keep things in line around here. It's pretty good work for an old man like me.
If you enjoy it.
Getting to bust up some of these old D-listers one more time? Yeah, I enjoy it.
Well, you want to give this D-lister another fucking bust for old time's sake? Ah, come on.
I don't punch heroes, and you've proven yourself to be one.
That means a lot coming from you.
He holds out his hand to shake yours.
Wayne will shake it.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure if I run into your kid, he's still going to try to kill me.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a temper. I'm too old for that anymore.
Age catches up to you.
I love this moment. Like, it's gonna take so long to get to this, but like to have that scene of Wayne shaking Wildcat's hand, like that's character arc right there.
Oh, yeah. So
Especially,
again,
especially if we can get it paired with the like a flashback to the Scarecrow fear gas shit.
Right. Like, do a little like this is Wildcat and like, this is why he's such an important character, like flash to a bunch of scenes of like Wildcat because Wayne has already stated that Wildcat is basically like his arch nemesis that he's had to like fight the most out of, any of them. So yeah.
the stuff of his nightmares, yeah.
So yeah, it'd be really really great to like, get this scene exactly, right. But we'll see. Um it'll take a while to get to this point. We'll have to just see. But anyway, uh yeah, there's that. And then you're kind of looking for like some of the people who are supposed to be, working, right?
Yeah.
So you've already run into Killer Moth, and as you're hanging out, you catch a familiar scent on the wind, and all of a sudden, in comes Killer Kite Man, and
Yeah,
he
that's
just
entirely expected.
yeah, and he just flies right in through the open window and says, "Kite Man is here! Let the party begin! Oh yeah!" And then like,
Hi, Kite Man.
yeah, I was gonna say, and then like he turns and sees you just like right there.
I'm about to post something very relevant in the fucking chat. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And that is like about the epitome of how Kite Man is feeling right now. He's totally chagrined and looks at you and, oh no.
Things have gotten a little loose in my absence, haven't they?
Ah, yeah, well, I heard there were villains gathering about, well, out on patrol. I see you got it, though, so I'll go continue patrol now. He, by the way, is not wearing his normal kite uniform. He is wearing a green, uh, striped, like, suit. He looks like Conor McGregor, but with a kite backpack. So yeah, he goes to head for the window if you don't stop him.
Hey, you can stay if you want. I don't really. I'm not in the mood to scold anyone for fucking relaxing.
He looks at you, giving you the fry, not sure if you're serious, and as he green assless chaps, as he ascertains that like you are like just kind of not cracking skulls, he says, "Oh yeah, party is back on!" And suddenly, from his backpack, he pulls out 2 bottles of tequila and just starts like giving out like pour shots into like people's mouths like left and right.
I am gonna fucking. As I'm walking away from Kite Man, I'm gonna fucking get the robot to hit him with 2 uncorking fees.
It definitely does. And he is acting like he doesn't know where his wallet is. He's like, I left it in my other kite, and the robot is like telling him that then he's got to go.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah, no, it's time to fucking spend those points on that political thing. Now that Wayne's had a slight boost in his, not a slight boost, a massive boost in his fucking self confidence.
Yeah. So as you watch them like shoving Kite Man back out the window, um,
he fucking puts his kite up so he doesn't fit anymore.
yeah, he's like trying desperately to like stay. No, let Kite Man party. Kite Man was born to party. And
You can't do this to me.
yeah, and you head over, to go talk to the mayor of Gotham.
Hey, funny seeing you here.
And you look funny everywhere you go.
I assume you've been keeping up with the news.
I'm so sick of the news.
I feel you.
Have you seen my approval ratings?
No, I haven't actually. What are they bad? They good?
They're bad, real bad.
Then I might have a thing for you.
Oh?
The city, oddly enough, trusts the 4 of us.
It is odd, yes.
But it's true. I mean, we've earned their trust with
Bought it
blood.
more like.
How many times have I had my face punched concave for this fucking city? Huh?
I'd like to do it again.
I'll let you. Here, give me one. Give me your hardest one. You're an old man.
Nah, I can't.
What, my little rat face too cute?
No, there's people with cameras around.
Fair enough. Yeah, it would be a bad look for the mayor to punch the hometown hero.
Yeah, that's the last thing I need. In fact, here, and he like puts his arm around you and smiles, just like waving at nothing.
You want
Sorry
to
about that.
boost?
My internet just went wonky.
Oh, no worries.
You want to boost that approval rating of yours? I think it's time we uncork that amusement mile thing I've been floating.
I mean, we need the money.
I have the money.
I need more.
I have so much money.
Okay, give it to me.
I mean, it's not on me. I did don't tell nobody, but when soon as Lex Luthor got the Orange Lantern ring, I shorted his stock so hard. And my friend, I am sinfully wealthy. And I need to unload that before it makes me into a fucking monster.
Good, because Gotham City is in desperate need of some upgrades to everything from, its sewers to its schools, which right now you can barely tell the difference.
If Deep Knight were here, he would still be sort of focused on trying to reform the that sort of like fairgrounds place, the area with the abandoned amusement parks, into a more eco-friendly place.
That's literally what Wayne's doing. So, name your price. How much do you want for the worst part of Gotham?
200,
Rights to finally
200,
tear down all the...
250 million?
Done. I'll cut you a check today.
Done and done.
That doesn't even lower my benefit.
Yeah. And
And
so if you come by my office, I'll have the paperwork officially ready. And I assume you'll be bringing cash?
I mean, if you prefer cash, I can do that.
Yeah, I do prefer cash.
Now, what's this about the schools, huh?
Well, our schools have become breeding grounds for crime, and I want to upgrade all of the SROs to have riot gear.
I don't think that's the proper way to treat children. I feel like the issue that comes with, the fact that Gotham schools are a fucking slingshot into prison is more environmental on a wide scale than it is about the school itself, you know? I feel like if these kids had more opportunities, they wouldn't be, signing up to be fucking Two-Face goons at 16.
Yeah, and I think that if there were a couple officers with riot shields and cattle prods, that they'd you know be less likely to be little hooligans too.
And that violence never fixes a child. Like, you know that. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Wayne Co. will help sponsor little improvements, this employment program for these young minds. I figure gotta have some staff in those restaurants I'll be opening.
All right, but I'm
Yeah.
taking all the credit.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna you're the mayor. Like you're signing off on it. It's all the credit's yours.
Yeah, this was my idea, and you're partnering with us because of how great I am.
And how much I love the city of Gotham and all of its wonderful leadership.
Hey, that's good. I'm write that down, and he snaps at the guy next to him.
I gotta talk to you for a second about the prisons. You know how people have been disappearing from them?
Ha! Yeah, that does happen.
No, not anymore. It doesn't.
Well, I mean, if you want there to continue being like a Gotham, it does.
No. Actually, we're not going to be selling people to a fucking foreign ninja gang.
It's that or Gotham gets blown up.
I mean, Gotham gets blown up every fucking Tuesday like clockwork. One.
It's getting blown up right now. Have you seen the news?
Yeah, it is. We got somebody over there, and if things get bad, I might literally disappear from this spot and be teleported to him. So apologies ahead of time if I seem rude by literally disappearing before your eyes.
Huh. I mean, shit does get bad around here.
Oh yeah, magic's real. You know that?
I've seen some of the heroes claim to be magicians.
Magic is like it's not just real. It's like a fucking. It's shocking to me that it's not like more widespread because let me tell you something. It's incredibly easy. Just shooting the shit with the mayor.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna teach teach the mayor a spell.
Okay. Go
Let's
ahead.
teach the mayor some magic.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your Arcana.
Yeah, let me show you how to light. Let me show you how to light your cigars with your finger.
Yeah. Yeah. You're able to teach him how to do a simple spell, and he's so amazed and impressed with like you know your ability, but then like also like it reflects good on him. Like now he's like cool, you know,
Oh, yeah.
and so he's so happy that he says, if you come down to the mayor's office for a photo op and a press conference, you guys might just be able to stand up to. I mean, look, you obviously know it's Al Ghul, and you know if he doesn't get stopped, then like Gotham's screwed. So if you come down, we might be able to like lure him out, and then you guys can take him, and then Gotham ain't gotta be held hostage no more.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to. And as a hero, I shouldn't say this, but he is like 400 and supported by like necromancy. I'm gonna kill Ra's al Ghul. I'm gonna remove him from the world like time should a long time ago. Sick of that fucking guy. I know some of these people that get taken and fucking made into. It's ridiculous. And holding the city hostage. Also, I gotta say, out of character, calling him Al Ghul is the most fucking Mayor of Gotham voice thing you could have done. Like, dropping the rod.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Al Ghul, the union rep.
Yeah. And so, you guys spend some time, like, kind of going over this plan to, get. Go ahead.
I gotta bounce something off of you before all this ends. What do you think about the Society of Heroism? So, there's some baggage attached to the name Justice League.
Yeah. As a name, it's kind of flat on the tongue, but you do you.
I just want to know if it sounds good, because the other one I got was from Kite Man. It was So Dog, which was the Society of Heroism and Defense of the Globe.
Yeah. Go with the first one.
Yeah. The Gotham Society of Heroism. It's a little old school, but, never any fucking problems with the Justice Society. I don't remember any of this shit happening when it was fucking... God. Wildcat and Dr. Fate and shit.
Oh, those were heroes.
I want to return to that. I mean, I want to... Not a full return, mind you, because it was... There were no laws against killing villains back then.
Huh.
They really did fucking... Like, the first time I met Wildcat, he killed me.
Yeah. That must have sucked.
I mean, you get used to it, honestly.
You get used to it.
You do. You can get used to anything. But, yeah, I just wanted to run that by you, see if I can get the city's backing on that sort of,
Yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm so extremely impressed with everything here that I'm pretty much ready to partner
off on
up with
anything.
you. Yeah, partner up with you
Yeah.
and make so whatever we need to do. You just come on down to the office and we'll do that. And suddenly, bloop, you are teleported. And Tremor, you're getting distress signals all over the jail com.
Tremor has died.
Oh no.
There was arsenic in those fries.
Yeah, and Viv, you would become aware pretty quickly that Wayne has left the building.
Yeah, I'll take my plate of fries and just go out the window. Kite Man came in.
All right.
Everyone's using that window.
Hold on, Hazard.
Viv will just continue watching YouTube on their phone.
Okay.
Wait, what is Viv watching? I gotta know.
Post-industrial avant-garde jazz funk rock.
That's not something. That's something you listen to. You said she was watching something. God damn you.
That's just a bunch of words.
Yeah.
Made up words at that.
I
Yeah.
bet
So
you if I search, I find exactly that.
so What was that, Deep Night? Everybody's using that window. Yeah. It's been a very popular window tonight, and Kite Man um, is actually still like outside it, trying to like wait until the robots have gone so that he can get in again. And yeah, that's pretty much where we leave things is with Wayne being able to advance his plot with the mayor, and everybody but Viv will be at the battle. Uh, when we pick up. So that'll be the first thing we do. And so that will be the end scene, is just Wayne teleporting in and Tremor flying in, and they see Firefly engaged with Scylla, and Sun Girl engaged with Deep Night, and you guys will be able to decide in real time next week what the newcomers do. So with that, go ahead.
I just wanted to say I can't get over this fucking team up because Firefly is fucking PL8. He's a guy in a suit, and Sun
Yeah.
Girl is like Superman strength.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love is love.
Love is love. And so,
Well, at least we know how knows that that Firefly will certainly get a boner off of this
What?
because
What?
he's sexually attracted to fire.
oh, yeah.
That you should go to jail for what you did to that sentence, Deep Night. You really butchered those fucking words.
So,
Sorry.
with that, we draw to a close for this issue of Doomsday Aftermath. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone, good gaming.
Good gaming.